ho, ho! Welcome back to Cinema Corpse. Tonight is our holiday special. We have two frosty features for you. We are reviewing Silent Night, Deadly Night and Elves.
Silent Night, Deadly Night is probably the most famous of the Christmas horror movies. It came out in 1984 and it received a lot of criticism from parents and movie critics at the time because of its graphic nature. And basically it follows the story of Billy. And Billy is on a trip with his parents, and he sees his parents killed by Santa Claus on returning home. And that sets off a domino effect for Billy's life. Everything associated with Santa and Christmas becomes evil and naughty for him.
I guess you think the old guy's scary. Silly, isn't he?
Yeah. Silly.
Alright, let's rate this movie. The body count was 14, which is a pretty high number.
Yeah, this is very high for even a slasher movie.
The nudity count was 5, which is decent. Alright, let's go into the gore quality. I gave the gore in this movie a 9 out of 10. And that's basically because the death scenes were just so inventive. Every death scene was just totally different than the next.
I don't think any of the deaths were duplicated. They were all pretty original. I mean, they just ran the whole gamut from everything from just your standard axe to bow and arrow and just all kinds of other stuff that you wouldn't even imagine.
Reindeer antlers.
Yeah, to some antler.
Alright, the nudity score for me was a 7 out of 10. I thought it was a pretty nice set of nudes.
Yeah, the nudity was pretty good. But a lot of the nudity was actually kind of awkward nudity.
Alright, let's rate this movie as a whole. I'm going to give Silent Night, Deadly Night an 8 out of 10. This is probably now one of my favorite Christmas horror movies. I mean, the kills were just amazing, and the nudity was pretty good also. I mean, this is a pretty revolutionary film for when it came out with all the controversy. What would you give this film?
I'd probably give it like I'd say a 9 out of 10. It's not perfect, you know, but for what it is, you know, being a Christmas horror movie and a slasher, I think it hits on a whole lot of different levels, and I don't know, it just really leaves you satisfied. It's funny, but it's also kind of serious, and it, I don't know, it has some messages in it that you can take away, like, you know, be afraid of nuns, and be afraid of Santa Claus.
It's that time again where we review rare VHS tapes and decide whether they should be upgraded to DVD or destroyed never to be seen again.
Okay, we're back. We're going to review a movie called Elves now. It's from 1989. It stars Big Dan Haggerty from the Grizzly Adams series. Dan Haggerty stars as an ex-detective. He's working at a mall and he's playing Santa Claus. He discovers a plot involving one of the employees at the mall. And the plot involves her family, which involves a grandfather who's a Nazi, and there's elves that are associated with Nazis. There's a plot to take over the world. There's a little bit of incest, and there's a little bit of nudity, and that equals Elves.
Alright, let's get to rating this movie. There was a body count of 6. There was a nudity count of 1, which was the mother in a bathtub. It was pretty surprising that this movie was rated PG on the back of the box because, I mean, for one, there was plain out nudity, and it was a pretty gory movie.
Yeah, this is definitely an R movie. I don't know what happened with the rating, but it's not PG. It's
plus the foul language involved.
Yeah, there was foulness everywhere.
I'm going to rate the gore quality now. I gave it a 3 out of 10 just because it wasn't very inventive. The 1 point I gave was for the electrocution in the bathtub, but other than that, I didn't like many of the kills.
Yeah, I give it about 4. Nothing special. There were a few good scenes, I guess, with the elf knocking some people off, but then just pretty standard.
The nudity, I'm going to give a 2 out of 10. Like I said, it was a older lady in a bathtub. What would you give it?
Yeah, I gave it like a 4. I thought the older lady, you gotta give her some kudos for getting naked in a movie called Elves.
Overall, I'm going to give this movie a 6 out of 10. And the saving factor for this movie was probably the comedic elements to it. I thought there was a lot of funny lines in it. Mm-hmm. What would you give this movie?
Yeah, I'd give it like probably 6 also. You're right, it was funny. You know, this movie is definitely not taking itself too seriously. It's definitely kind of tongue-in-cheek, and I'd say the moral of the movie is when you get elves and Nazis together, Christmas is just really fucked up.
Okay, would you put this VHS on DVD or would you destroy it?
I'd put it on DVD for sure.
I'd probably put it on DVD also.
Elves, let's make some cookies. Did you make every Christmas white? Elves, you did such a good job with Dan making that movie. I'm going to give you some extra cookies tonight. But I'm going to eat some for myself too. To the oven for our tasty treats. Bake well.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Next year all our troubles will be out of sight.
Elves, we're going to put red icing all over these. And I know that red is your favorite color because you're a Christmas video. And Santa and Dan Haggerty like red too. And I've got Christmas lights all over me. Oh, evil altar, you come back. Welcome, evil altar. Here is a cookie for you. It's yummy. You guys did a great job. Your cookie's really evil, evil altar.